I was gonna call this one the Butler long ball, but Caitlin came up with a better name. Tell them.
The Hinkle Heave.
The Hinkle Heave. Here we go. Yes! Bang! Let's go!
1 second, she's sitting on the sidelines nursing a quad injury. The next, she's out here trick shooting with the dude perfect guys like it's her second job. Caitlin Clark just dropped one of the wildest sports collabs of the year, and the internet has not recovered. Let's talk about what actually happened.
Can you guess which one went in? 3, 2, 1. Oh, I had no idea. That's I had no idea.
Dude perfect. 60 million subscribers, 18 billion views, basically the kings of YouTube sports. Teamed up with Caitlin Clark for a video built around one ridiculous premise: sink a three-pointer in 50 completely different ways. We're talking helicopter shots, blindfolded attempts, baskets from the stands, shots so absurd they look like they were cooked up in a fever dream. And Caitlin, she walked into all of it like it was just another Tuesday.
Step back. What in the world? Is that a helicopter?
An aerial attack, 3-ball style.
This isn't fair!
Hey! Bullseye, and bingo was his name-o.
That's not even fair!
I called next.
I can't afford a helicopter!
But the moment that stopped everyone cold was the crystal ball challenge. The dude perfect guys all stepped up, and 2 of them bricked it completely. Full air balls. The others barely converted, looking lucky at best. Then Caitlin grabs the crystal ball and swishes it clean, like she was shooting a regulation basketball in warm-ups. That one moment said everything. She's not just good, but she's operating on a different frequency entirely. The video crossed 2.7 million views in under a week. And honestly, it might be the most entertaining basketball content of the WNBA season so far. Here's the real question. Now, why does everything Caitlin Clark touches turn into a moment? Let's go back. She grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, not exactly a basketball hotbed. By age 5, she was already hooping with boys older than her.
Growing up, I always played up a lot, and eventually I was playing up like 3 grades, and I think that's when I was like, okay, like I could probably be pretty good at this.
By middle school, she was playing 3 grade levels up. By high school, she was dropping 60-point games and winning gold medals with Team USA.
Davis, time winding down. Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win! Yeah! She does it time and time again, the 40-piece, and walks off with the W.
Listen.
With ESPN doing double takes at her age on the highlights. Then instead of chasing a flashy program out of state, she stayed home. She chose Iowa, and that's when the legend really took shape. Breaking records, packing arenas, turning a college basketball program into must-see TV for the entire country. She's described as Steph Curry meets Sue Bird with Kobe's killer instinct. That's not hype. That's just what you're watching when she plays. The 3-pointers from the logo, the no-look passes, the ice-cold stare after a buzzer beater. It's not any one thing. It's the whole package.
Crystal ball challenge. Here we go.
I'm not gonna dribble this time. I'm learning.
Yeah! Oh! Oh! That's a make. That's a make. Find a way. Air ball. Oh no! Shows how it's done.
delivered with a quiet confidence that makes you feel like you're watching someone who already knows how the story ends, which makes her current situation all the more interesting. Caitlin's been sidelined with a left quad strain, the first time in her entire career, college or pro, that she's missed game time. Every single game before this she played. That tells you something about who she is. The Fever snapped a 3-game losing streak while she was out, an 85-76 win over the Mystics. Good, but let's be honest about what that result doesn't change. The team still doesn't look like the same unit without her. The energy shifts, the offense shifts, everything shifts. And where is Caitlin during all this? On the bench, but not just watching. She's become a connector between coaches and teammates, running her own kind of film session from the sideline. She literally said she's never been a patient person in her life, and this injury has tested that, but she's also said she's grown from it, and that she's not rushing back for anything.
This is the first time we heard from Caitlin since the team announced on Memorial Day she was dealing with a left quad strain. She would be out for at least 2 weeks. And today at practice, she told us she's feeling good. She's made a lot of progress and she's enjoying the unique perspective from the sideline.
More than anything, I think just focusing on being a really good teammate. I think that can kind of distract you from not actually playing, is when you just focus on your teammates and, how can I serve them and help them.
Caitlin telling us she's been a connector between her coaches and teammates.
I feel good, but I'm not going to rush it. It's just not worth it. That's a player who understands her own value. She knows what she means to that franchise, and she's not going to gamble her future to get back 2 weeks early. So that's where we are. Caitlin Clark, sidelined, rehabbing, and somehow still the biggest story in women's basketball without playing a single minute. The Dude Perfect video hit millions of views while the actual WNBA games were running.
After the game, I had some pain and then, got an MRI, and that kind of gave me the result that I didn't want to see, but those type of things don't lie. So yeah, I think the medical team has done a really good job of, doing my rehab every single day, staying in a routine. Yeah, I'll be reevaluated this weekend, so I'll miss this weekend's game, but after that, it's, day by day and see how I feel and just kind of turn to the medical staff and what they think. But I feel like I've made a lot of progress and I feel good, and not going to rush coming back. It's just not worth it. But yeah, after this weekend, I'll be reevaluated and we'll have a better idea of when I'll return. I've never been a patient person my entire life, so this has definitely tested me a little bit, but I think it's going to be really good for me. And like I said, I've just tried to approach it in the best way I possibly can. I can't change it. And but yeah, I think my patience has definitely grown a lot. And like I said, just trying to grow and learn, and I think I've certainly done that.
And that's the conversation worth having right now, because the hype around Caitlin Clark has started living on a different internet than the league itself. Is that a problem? Is it good for the WNBA long term? Or does it just confirm what we already know? And that right now, Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's a phenomenon, and phenomena don't wait for permission.